You move into the sublet at the end of a week of rain. The wardrobe is a pair of white doors flanking a dressing table mirror. Old enough that the mirror remembers other faces. The landlord calls the bedroom cozy, which is true in the way that coffins are cozy. There's a rule thumbtacked to the wall by some prior tenant, written in a hurried pen. Don't look between the slats unless you're ready to have something look back. You smile, unpin the paper, and slide it into the dresser. You grew up in rooms where closets were caves that swallowed shoes and breathed out cold. You've seen eyes where there should be none, peering from a crack, unmoving, as if the looking was the whole point. You moved anyway. Night makes the room smaller. The underfloor heating clicks to life. The air, however, cools. You're in bed with your phone on your chest. The dog you're dog-sitting, a dachshund with a bravery problem, lifts her head, ears pricked, nostrils tasting something more interesting than you. You feel it too, the sense of attention from the doorway, the kind that wetly presses your back before hands ever try. A cold thread traces your ribs. Without meaning to, you look at the wardrobe slats. There are eyes in there. At first, you take them for the dog's reflection stretched by old glass. But these don't shine at the same time your phone screen does. These shine when everything else dies. They do not blink, they wait. In some families, the person who sees a thing first has to name it. You don't name it, you hit the lamp instead. The eyes turn into a suggestion of a coat, a scene. You laugh the laugh of someone who has caught their own fear with a flashlight. The dog growls at nothing polite. You text the landlord, wardrobe doors don't latch. A bubble of typing appears, then vanishes. While you wait, you put your ear to the wardrobe gap to hear the obvious. The settling of wood, pipes, neighbor's TV. It is none of those. It is breath, not loud, not theatrical. Just the patient sucking of air through a mouth that might be a little too wide. The dog retreats under the covers. You shut the wardrobe doors, turn the key in the little antique lock, and wedge a chair against the handles. You think you've made a barrier. What you've really made is a door that knows your name. You sleep and wake at exactly nothing o'clock to a sound like an index finger drawing a slow circle on glass. The dressing table mirror fogs from the inside, letters blooming backwards, H.I. Then they smear away as if a child has been caught. You reach for the lamp. The bulb pops with a petty crack. The room becomes thinner, stretched tight as if expectation itself has pulled it drum-skin taut. There's a second breath now. Yours, too fast. The first breath, closet breath, stays steady, as if this is practice and you are the new instrument. You whisper rules to yourself. Don't open. Don't engage. Don't ask. It is remarkable how human a door handle can look when it twitches up and down, testing its own idea of open. You remember the way fear lives in thresholds in your collected stories. How a hand can reach through a kitchen window on the 5th floor. How a thing can press its face to glass just to fog it and draw. True horror stories. Animated. Your phone's flashlight refuses to be brave. It throws a cone that stops 2 feet out, like a cautious dog. Beyond that, the wardrobe breathes. Something slips from under the door. Not a hand, but the idea of a hand, glossy with the sheen of breath. It finds the chair leg. The chair skids an obedient inch. You have a weapon, the fire extinguisher you bought for grown-up reasons, heavy and red. You've heard of kids who beat back intruders with one. You put it on the nightstand weeks ago and then laughed at yourself. You lift it now. The weight is comfort you didn't expect. You swing your feet to the floor, toes cold to the bone. A rule, strike before it opens. Another, don't be first. The chair skids another inch. The wardrobe locks unlatch with the fascinated click of a tongue on a new tooth. In the mirror, over your shoulder, you see your own back, and behind it, in the smear of old glass, a figure that is you but not, eyes shut as if in play. You think of the girl who watched her brother sleeping on the bed while his duplicate, arms crossed, stood in the bathroom doorway and didn't open his eyes. Not once. You realize that eyes closed is worse than eyes open. Eyes closed means already knowing. The doors part. The breath spills into the room. Cold, damp. A lung that lived under the floorboards. You don't look between the slats because there are no slats anymore. There is only a dark, so depth perfect that your phone light falls into it like a stone into a well. You lower the extinguisher's nozzle as if it were a microphone and say, before you can talk yourself out of it, no. It might be the most powerful word you have ever said. From the dark, a reply. Not a voice, not a growl. A grin. You can hear a grin if you live right. It sounds like a polished floor welcoming bare feet. The dog whimpers twice and then makes a choice you didn't expect. She crawls toward the wardrobe and places a paw on the threshold. Then lies down, ears flat. Her entire body says, "We don't run." We wait. You change the rule. You wait. 2 minutes, 3. The breath does not change. A shape arrives at the margin. Taller than the door should allow. Shoulders, wrong. It puts something on the dressing table from the dark. Your phone light skates off it. You edge forward and see your dog's collar. You hadn't clipped it off. You know that. The dog whines, low and apologetic, like she's confessed to God. Take it, you say, though you're not sure who you're speaking to. Your voice returns from the wardrobe like it's been to the neighbors and back. The shape withdraws. The doors ease closed until only the keyhole smiles. The breath becomes the house's normal. You set the chair back under the handles because ritual tastes like safety, even when it isn't. Morning finds you on the floor with the extinguisher as a pillow. The dog pressed to your knees. In daylight, the mirror looks like any other mirror. In daylight, the wardrobe is just where you keep hangers that tangle. You step to the dressing table to lift your phone and see what the thing set there besides the collar. It's a note in your own hurried hand, the one you slid into the dresser on move-in day. Don't look between the slats unless you're ready to have something look back. Underneath, a new line has been added in a different ink. Thank you for waiting.